And we're cutting across to visuals that are coming in. This is the first batch of Rafale fighter jets. They've officially begun their journey to India from France. This is from the French air base Istres, from where the Rafale jets, 5 of them, are taking off. And these are visuals on your screens of the same. These fighter jets are taking off for India on 27th. So they're going to be reaching Punjab's Ambala Air Base on July 29th. They'll have a brief stop at the Al Dhafra Air Base in Abu Dhabi. That's a French-controlled air base. And from there, they'll continue their journey to India. We also got your pictures earlier of the pilots who are flying these jets, interacting with the Indian ambassador to France. So the countdown well and truly on for these Rafale jets making their first touchdown in India. These are pictures that we're getting to you from the French air base, where you see the 5 Rafale jets taking off. It's going to be a 2-day-long journey, essentially, with a brief stopover at the Al Dhafra Air Base. Shiv Arur is joining us with more details on this. So, Shiv, the countdown is on. Spectacular visuals coming in from that French air base of 5 Rafale jets taking off for India.
That's right. Amazing images coming in from the Mérignac Air Base in southern France, Akshita, of the first 5 Rafale jets, all of them piloted by Indian Air Force pilots. There are 3 twin-seaters and 2 single-seat Rafales that are taken off from Mérignac. They'll be flying to the Al Dhafra Air Base in the United Arab Emirates. There will be a night stop there, and then they will be flying to Ambala straight on Wednesday. The Jamnagar Air Base in Gujarat is kept as as a backup option to land in India in case there are any weather exigencies. But otherwise, the original plan is for the aircraft to fly directly from UAE to Ambala, where they will land on Wednesday. Now, from the France to UAE leg of the journey, which will take a few hours, these are fighters that can actually fly very, very fast and land quite quickly. But the only thing is they're going to be accompanied by 2 French Air Force mid-air tankers, Akshita, Airbus A330 tankers, because these fighters will possibly need a couple of mid-air refueling before they land in the UAE. So they will be accompanied by the French Air Force tankers, and therefore, in order to be able to tank from them, the Rafales will have to fly a little slower. Land in the UAE, they will be met in the air over the Persian Gulf by 2 Indian Air Force IL-78 mid-air tankers from the Agra Air Force Base, and these tankers will then escort these fighters back to the Indian mainland. So like I said, the fighters, a lot of people have been asking whether the fighters will have to overfly Pakistan. Obviously they won't. These are combat fighters, so there's no question of them overflying Pakistan. They will be flying in a flight path that takes them only over the Arabian Sea and then over the Indian mainland. So it will be a circuitous route over Gujarat, Rajasthan, and then straight towards Haryana, where Ambala is located. We've got a confirmation, like we reported first, Akshita, from the Indian ambassador, that 5 Rafales have taken off. There had initially been an attempt to send at least 7 to 8 fighters, but the certification process could not be completed in time. So 5 fighters are headed now to the Al Dhafra Air Base. They are already over the Mediterranean Sea, because Mérignac is on the coast of France, in the southern part of the country. So these fighters, within minutes, have already taken them over the Mediterranean Sea right now, and they'll be flying straight to the UAE. A short stop for rest for these pilots, because it's quite a long flight. There will be a refueling there, and then they'll take off to fly over the Persian Gulf, over the Arabian Sea, and home to India.
You know, there's been so much anticipation, Shiv, for this moment. And 2 days from now is the first time these jets will touch down on Indian soil. With so many advanced missiles and systems in these fighter jets, it will provide some much-needed power to our forces. If you could just break down for us, what are the kind of missiles, the advanced systems on board these fighter jets?
Absolutely, Akshita. I mean, there's no question that this is an aircraft that's going to be an evolutionary leap in terms of everything the Air Force has done. So the aircraft is going to be most welcome once it lands. It's going to be based in Ambala, but remember, these are only 5 aircraft. The total number to be delivered in the next couple of years is 36 aircraft, Akshita. So we're going to have 1 squadron of 18 aircraft based in Ambala in Haryana. The other 18 aircraft will be based in Hashimara in West Bengal. So if you look at the map, that's basically to take care of your northern sector and your eastern sector. The northern sector, of course, both Pakistan and China. The eastern sector, of course, just China. So these are extremely capable fighters. You're absolutely right. They are miles ahead of anything the Indian Air Force has operated so far, both in terms of flying qualities and capabilities, and also the weapons and the systems on board these aircraft. To quickly summarize, as we've been reporting here on India Today, the Rafales are armed with two pieces of weaponry that are truly game changers in terms of the kind of capabilities they give to the Indian Air Force. One is the Scalp, which is a 500-kilometer range cruise missile, which is a very stealthy weapon system. It flies very close to the ground, so it's difficult to detect by air defense systems, and it's capable of flying almost hugging the mountain towards its target. So it's quite a lethal weapon that's also combat proven. The other is the air-to-air long-range missile, which is longer than any other missile of its kind currently in operational service. So these two pieces of weaponry are going to be extremely important. Like we also first reported, the Indian Air Force has decided in the current circumstances of border tension to also procure a certain number of Hammer precision-guided munitions for the Rafale, which is a strange situation because you're ordering some of the weapons right before the aircraft actually land, and that gives you a sense of the operational role the Rafale will definitely play, possibly even in the Ladakh situation over the next few weeks. One thing is very clear, Akshita, these aircraft are going to be operationalized on a war footing. Usually when new aircraft come, it takes weeks, if not months, possibly even a year or more, to fully situate an aircraft, operationalize it, and make it ready in every way for combat operations. But obviously things are very different this time. There is an operational setting that these aircraft will be landing in. They will be required possibly for combat air patrols and other kinds of missions, given the escalating situation in Ladakh. And with winter setting in as well, there will be a greater demand on such assets. And these are not just combat aircraft, Akshita. Remember, they're also an extremely potent surveillance, intelligence gathering, electronic warfare platform. So these aircraft can easily also be used to keep tabs on what's happening on the other side. So, so I imagine that once these aircraft land, the biggest thing will be to get them ready as quickly as possible so they can join the proverbial fight.
All right, Shiv, thank you for joining us with all those details and really breaking down how these Rafale fighter jets will be ready to go as soon as they touch down on Indian soil.